next aspect that's common in ordinary pipe, now I mentioned that the particle has to be larger than the hole itself. Well, when that happens, you're also fighting the principle of convergence, and let me explain that in a very simple manner. Here we have beans simulating soil particles. The beans are actually only half the size, or the hole is twice the size of the bean. So if my funnel is upside down, I can be here all day and never plug the opening because the opening is larger than the bean. But if I turn things around and spill the beans in the funnel, eventually blockage occurs. So even though the particle may be smaller, the random interaction of fluid flow locks the particle in a jamming action. Very similar to how a beaver builds a dam. He starts with a stick, but that gets smaller and smaller holes. Eventually the flow stops altogether. And this is also what happens in conventional drainage pipe. Because we're dealing with very small holes, even larger particles start to cork up the smaller hole. Water loses that pathway, and then it goes to another and plugs that pathway. So eventually blockage occurs.